for concave mirrors. Ray diagrams for concave mirrors. We already know the infinite number of rays travel from the any object towards the concave mirror or any type of mirror. In order to obtain the image of the object, at least two incident rays required. Compulsory, we need two incident rays to obtain the image of the object. Which paths, reflected paths, we know after reflection from the mirror. So in that I am taking ray 1. First ray I am taking an incident ray parallel to the principal axis. An incident ray parallel to the principal axis. Now take the concave mirror. This is concave mirror. Pole, focal point, center. The line which is passing through the pole and center curvature, that is principal axis. Already we know. The ray which is parallel to the principal axis is passing through the focal point after reflection. The ray which is parallel to the principal axis is passing through the focal point after reflection. This is ray 1, means we know the reflected path of the incident ray. Every parallel ray after reflection it passes through the focal point. See the second diagram. Many parallel rays, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 parallel rays I took. These 4 are parallel to the principal axis. After incidenting on the point, all are passing through the focal point. See here. The 4 rays are parallel to the principal axis and they are passing through the focal point after reflection. So from this we can say, if any ray is parallel to the principal axis, it is passed through the focal point after reflection. Next, ray 2, an incident ray passing through the focus. Next I am taking an incident ray which is passing through the focus. Now see the diagram. The incident ray is passing through the focus. After reflection, it is parallel to the principal axis. Means the incident ray which is passing through the focus reflected parallel to the principal axis. Again I am repeating, the incident ray passing through the focus reflected parallel to the principal axis. This is ray 2. And see the next diagram. All the incident rays which are passing through the focus after reflection, they are parallel to the principal axis. All the reflected rays are parallel to the principal axis after reflection. The incident rays which are passing through the focal point after reflection, they are parallel to the principal axis. 1, 2, 3, 4 rays I took. These 4 rays are passing through the focus. 2 rays I took from down, again 2 rays I took from top. Okay, above the principal axis, and that reflected rays are parallel to the principal axis. Next ray, an incident ray passing through the center of curvature. Next ray I am taking the incident ray passing through the center of curvature. See the diagram. The incident ray is passing through the center of curvature. After reflection, it passes in the same path. The incident ray passing through the center of curvature. After reflection, it reflects in the same path. See. This is here I took only one ray, here I took 2 rays. The 2 rays are passing through the center of curvature. After reflection, they are reflecting back in the same path. This is ray 3. See, again I am repeating. Here I took 2 rays. In this, 2 rays passing through the center of curvature. After reflection, they are reflecting in the same path. The reflected rays are going in the same path. It means why this is happening, because when we join the center of curvature and point on the mirror, we get normal. So the angle between normal and incident ray is 0. So incident angle is 0. Automatically reflected angle also 0. That's why we are getting reflected ray also in the same path. Incident angle equal to reflected angle equal to 0. In this case, we get incident angle equal to reflected angle equal to 0 because the incident angle making with a normal and incident ray is 0. The incident ray passing through the normal, that's why incident angle is 0. So automatically reflected angle also 0. That's why the reflected ray also passing in the same direction.